Well, hello, hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing wonderful. Thank you so much. We're so happy to have you on with us today because this is such a fun movie and one that's perfect for this time when we kind of need our entertainment the most, right?
Absolutely.
hmm Well, you got to be excited to unveil this to the world because I mean, most movies, as we've figured out now, are not as fun to to work on as we think when we're a little kid wanting to do this. But now, but this one actually looked like it was fun. You probably had a great time making it, right?
Absolutely. And being in Berlin was also like a real extra boost, it was so beautiful and it was in the middle of the summer. My kids were there. Everything was really just so great. The only thing was like I had my teenage son who like thought that he was going to make like a joke with Kaylee. So he like walked up to her and say, Kaylee, and then he like mentioned the most obscure film that she had ever done and said, I really loved you in that film. And I was just like, what, what, what? And she was such a sport about it. Really, really. I said, I'm sorry, you don't have kids yet, but you will.
You're like, okay, now I know what we need to work on the rest of the summer, right? Oh, that's funny. Well, and the I think the thing about something like this is these are kind of the big screen things that we like to see, but we all have we all have our entertainment system. We all have our theaters in our homes now, which this is just fine. You find yourself getting to watch a lot of things like this?
Yeah, I think the advent of streaming is obviously something that has been amazing in terms of
hmm
giving choice to people. I am somebody who loves doing both. Like for me, I need my trip to the movie theater. I need to go
hmm
see films in the movie theater. And then at the same time, it's at the same time amazing to come home and say, wow, I can like choose from all of these different options. It's amazing. Like growing up as I did with one state channel,
Yeah.
I think the state channel like would offer fare such as dice factories in
Mhm.
Yugoslavia and it's kind of thing, not a lot of entertainment. So it's extraordinary to see what people have as choice now.
Well, and you made it out of that situation and put yourself on kind of the world stage,
Yeah,
which a lot of
yeah.
people look up to, and they think, that's what I want to do. That's certainly not easy. What kind of advice would you offer to people that want to follow in your footsteps?
Oh my God. Go to an acting school. Go to a big city with a great acting school and work your ass off training so that you pass that entrance exam. Go there, do amazing work there. Do the work on yourself, the growth work on yourself, because so many fears uh come to the fore when you start acting and you realize, oh my God, this is super scary. This is really scary,
hmm
and you're going to have to face those fears and live them down. And there's just such a personal growth involved with being an actor as well. But there's nothing more exciting than going to work and using your imagination every day. Like I would really say, and you can do that in many different areas. You can do that in science. You can do it in just about any kind of work if you're prepared for it. So I would
hmm
definitely say go get prepared and then let opportunity find you.
I love it. Well, speaking of which, there always is that moment, where you just kind of had to go for it, make it work, as my co-host calls it, the Hail Mary moment. That moment where you're just like, okay, here we go. What do you suppose
Here
that was
comes
for you?
nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly it. What was that moment for you? Do you remember?
Oh my God. I think it was doing Devil's Advocate the
Mm,
first time I had to walk on set and have Al Pacino in front of me.
yeah.
Uh and then also Keanu Reeves, who I thought was like the most gorgeous person alive. And to have those people in front of me, and I was supposed to play this woman of the world, like this supremely self-assured person. Uh, that was really a moment where I just went like, there goes nothing, you know, uh,
Yeah.
because what can you, the only thing you can do is just go for it.
That's right. Well, and part of that is that mindset you have to put yourself in because, sometimes, like I'm sure you remember on this set, there's some days that are easier than others, but is there something
Yeah.
you tell yourself that kind of gets you through when things are tough?
Yeah, I think that to remember that it's a privilege, to remember every time that it's a privilege, even when it's hard. I think
Yeah.
that's the part of it, you know. There are times when it can be maddening because you're trying to understand what is it that how do you bring the truth to this character? How do you bring the truth to this situation? And at the same time, there can be so many obstacles to finding that truth, and it can be hugely frustrating. And so it's a moment where you just always have to go back to gratitude. And I think gratitude is sort of like the go-to thing for solving just about anything in life because you
Mhm.
can overthink everything. And just going back to being grateful for being there is it's a good little helper.
Yeah, sure is. And of course there are great moments on these sets. Is there something about this film, that you just got on set and thought this is what I wanted to do. This is how I saw it.
Every time, like I think that the first day I went on set and I was doing the first scene with David Oyelowo, and he's just such a lovely person.
Hmm.
And then I met Kaylee, and she is so lovely too. It was just it's those kind of things when you're getting to work with people and that you just realize, oh, they're driven by these same
Hmm.
things. They're driven by this joy in the work.
Hmm. Absolutely. Well, of course, we always look forward to seeing you on the big screen or wherever we can see you. What are we going to see you in next?
So just finished Gladiator 2, and I think we're getting ready to go in and do Nobody 2 as well. So yeah, that's what's coming up.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for being with us today. We really appreciate it and look forward to talking to you again very, very soon.
Thank
Congratulations
you
on the
very
film.
much. I'll talk to
Okay,
you soon.
thank you.